Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Imperator Rome with me, Alpha Biomega, in Rome. So in the previous episode we have ended our war with Thrace and Macedon by taking all of their territory that is actually Macedon and finishing up a mission. Today we're gonna decide on what strategy we're gonna perform next, then we're gonna pick another mission and then we're just gonna play. So the question is, do we go after another territory as fast as possible, or do we chill and let the aggressive expansion fall off? Well, I'm tempted, to be quite honest. I really want to. We don't have that much aggressive expansion, so we could go further. But man, we do have a lot of money, political influence. It would probably be pretty cool to spend some of it. Or actually, you know what? I was thinking we might go after. Oh, we don't have free diplomatic relations. Because I was thinking it would be pretty cool if we could subjugate Marrakesh. Because these guys are fairly big, and historically, Rome had very good relations with Numidia, which was in this territory. Instead of conquering everything, they had a client state that protected them in that area. Okay, alternatively, we could go ahead and just swallow Carthage, but we don't have a... How are you guys doing now? Yeah, you're pretty much non-existent at this point. This is part of Carthage. Wait, this is... this is an entire region. I don't really care about them, but I would maybe like to extend our coast towards Ptolemaic Kingdom, because we already were at war with them. So that would be 1, 2, and this one is... But then again, we have a buffer zone here. Oh, they also have a territory here. Alright, that one I would like to take, maybe. Marrakesh. This is part of Marrakesh. Kinda sucks that these are, yeah, because they're not gonna have enough to feed themselves if we get them, so they're just gonna be perpetually starving. So the question is, do we go after Carthage? Do we take their territories and just reduce them to these two provinces, or do we not? I'm not entirely sure what would be the right choice. These are desert. I mean, the chance that the Ptolemaic Kingdom is gonna attack us is still fairly high, and I think they hate our guts. They do. But we can actually do stuff like improve relations with them, which we shall, because I would like to. Okay, we could send them a gift. That's not. So you know what? Let's actually go after Carthage. So that means we are going to. Okay, you guys are building roads, and you guys are building roads. So Africa and Raetia will be left, and the rest will be disbanded. So Italia. Alright. Magna Graecia. Alright, give me traditions. Megapolerim. For hundreds of years, the Hellenistic kingdom attempted to outdo one another with larger and larger ships. From the huge quadritreme, a staple warship of the monophthalmos navies, to the gargantuan Tesseraconteres, a dual-hulled monstrosity rumored to require a crew of at least 4,000. The scale of the Greek shipwrights is unmatched throughout the Hellenistic world. Alright, but I bet we're gonna be able to get another. So, you guys, this is Alpine goal. Illyria, actually, let me just stop you guys. Send the navies back to where they belong. Let's just put you to Cyprus for now. And we're gonna continue. Okay, Italia can get another ones. Illyria, that one's done. Contestania, Tarraconensis. Okay, Raetia we are keeping as we said. Pannonia, these ones can all be. Okay, Macedonia, this one can be raised. Africa we're keeping. Greece we're getting rid of. Alright, it ought to be everyone. Oh, we have some ships here. Alright, let's send them here as well. Alright, I was wrong. I thought that we had more. Veterans move on. We gain a bit of local tax. State-owned farmlands. The prime farmland granted to veterans of battle is a simple recognition of their service to Rome. Sometimes, however, the lure of battles and glory can prove too much for those unaccustomed to a life of menial labor. A recent bad winter caused those working in the fields to up and leave, hoping to find better work in our armies, leaving a vast tracts of arable land unclaimed. Alright, it was reacclaimed for the state. So, hold on, who are you? That's... okay, Illyria. Alright, I think we can keep you guys busy. And you're not doing anything, mate. You were supposed to do stuff. Okay, and then go like so. Alright, extending the road network everywhere. So we get 241 political influence, 3,569 gold. That is fairly excessive. So we can get rid of you. We have finished everything with you. Actually, you know what? Now would be a good time to think about the mission. Hispanian ambitions, stabilize and grow Africa, Eastern glory. Anti-Adriatic pirates. Alright, that could be a good one. As our influence expands, as our influence expands commensurate to our interests abroad, we have been hampered in our efforts by an annoyance that seemingly grows worse by the day. Barbarous pirates raiding our coastal towns and plundering the trade routes. We fear that our continued silence in the face of these provocations is understood as tacit acceptance. Will the Roman Senate and people allow such lawlessness in our backyard? Okay, so approach the Liburnian colonies. There's nobody there. So discuss anti-pirate laws. A contentious debate. A few weeks ago, the citizens of Rome were greatly disturbed by news that the local trading magnate Caius Mandercus had lost 20 ships to pirates based out of Illyria. After this ruinous discovery, Caius, who was beloved by the common people for his generosity, committed suicide, and the Roman mob has been clamoring for vengeance against these barbarian privateers. Facing mounting public pressure, the Senate has agreed to convene in order to discuss a course of action. Some are advocating for a no-tolerance policy, while others argue that we should come to an understanding with the Illyrians. Hours later, tempers are flaring and attacks on the Senate floor are becoming personal. A few senators are desperately trying to make eye contact with Caso Messias, hoping that he will table the motion. Caso will expend political capital to stop the debate, allow the proceedings to continue. What's the anti-piracy law? Law, anti-piracy. Lex Claudia, this one. That was actually hurt our economy, but sure. And nothing happened. Alright, well, we were lucky. So these are gonna continue. What do we have then? Liburnian coast, the Mission coast, root out the pirates. Well, we're pretty much done with that one, so that's just a time-based one. Alright. So let's clear out these cities, because we have already dealt with them. Our senator has died. He was a party leader and an uncle. Okay, Pedarium. It's another one here. It's actually a pretty good place. So let's get a freeman place for you guys. But we don't need to have you Philippi. Alright, that is a city. We do want to get a little bit more food here, and you can get a forge. Philippi itself doesn't need this. Let's get you protection. Aptira. Alright, I mean that's fair. You can stay as you are. Who do we miss? Oh, a governor in Africa. Claudii family yet again requests that we do some. We need to get rid of the Claudii menace. So is there anyone that we could put here? Claudius. You, and you would actually be pretty good. Alright, so that is nice. We've cleared that one out. I wish you weren't so corrupt, but you are. So are all of you guys, but I'm starting to... because the other choices are just horrible. And they're all so corrupt. So let's go with Proculus Cotius Damma. We're gonna give the corrupt a chance. Scordicia. Alright, you're another city. And in here we can build this. But what we wanted to do here is we wanted to pass this territory to these guys, which is in our Valeria. It is in our benefit to have them unified. Valeria. Wait, what is this? Is that Iberia? No, Pannonia. Okay, so it's under Pannonia. It's one level higher than I thought. Pannonia. Okay, and this one is Hermocatia. And this one also doesn't work. I don't know why, but I'm gonna give you this nonetheless, because that removes a lot of the border gore and makes you a little bit stronger. And I think that's what we wanted to do, wasn't it? Yes. Alright, so we made you a little bit stronger. You're welcome. And let's look at the new territories that we gained. So this, Rhodope. And this is the capital, Rhodope. No, it's not. What the hell is the capital? Unrivaled wealth. Nonus. Or the submissive. Well, sure, it's fine. So wait, hold on. What's the capital of this one? Come on. Where is it? Why are you not... Oh, here it is. Alright. So this... Oh, actually that makes sense. Like, this is really a decent one. But... Alright, we need to... This is a farming settlement, really. Oh, okay. Actually pretty good. So what I could do is build a fort over here. It's gonna protect the territory, and I can build a fort over here. You guys are doing relatively good, so no need to deal with you. You guys can get more salt production, and definitely could use this one. And do we have anything else that we would be interested in building here? Not really, we already have the mines and everything. So this province is cool, but queer. Here we have the city of Cassandrea. Let's build a forge. You guys have already checked. What about here? Alright, you focus on converting people. Scoopy, why not? These ones I think we owned already, but still we can... A grinder is always a good one, and a forge is a good one because we're producing glass. Any of these cities are fine. Yes, they are fine. You can build an additional thing here, so let's make it a granary. And these ones we have already dealt with, but there was a big city here. Is it this one? There was a city with a large fortress, but maybe we have torn it down. Maybe I just can't see it. Weird. Alright, either way, we can put you guys on free trade, as we should. We want to automate this stuff, even though it's actually kind of ridiculous in most cases. Alright, I need to check if we have... Oh wow, we've already sold all of our... or spent almost all of our money. Alright, you guys are all constructing. Alright, here we could build a farming settlement, so let's build it. And that's all there is to it. Like, there's no other one. Alright, well, cool. That's also a good thing. Province is sold. Oh, Aravis has been bought. Yeah, I mean, you know, you deserve it. That was one of the things that we wanted to do. Alright, I think at this point I can kill the fleet maintenance. That's gonna give us a little bit more money. Tributes are very low. What's the opinion of our subjects? Lingonia, 147, 144, 110, 110. That's decent. We don't want to integrate them or anything now. We'll just keep them. Where's Macedon fighting? Ptolemaic Empire, Cyprus, and Savoy. Over what? We're fighting Thrace. Alright. A mouth stands towards pirates. After a debate that lasted an entire day, in which many bold proclamations were uttered by the finest orators in the Roman Senate, absolutely nothing was achieved. Although Castle Messius vowed to continue on with deliberations once the Senate convened again, the motion was promptly ignored by his fellow senators, who decided to turn the daily discussion to the ever-present question of land reform. Alright, so what's next? Alright. Now, Liburia with Toral. So, what do we make the capital here? Yes, there, Petus Julia Sagestica. Liburian coast. Alright. Suggestica is over here. 9 out of 9 have a lot of people. 15 pops will become Roman, alright. Petas Julia or Yader. Yader is over here. That one is way smaller. Let's go with Suggestica. I kind of like that one. The Mission Coast. Which one is the best? Salona. Delmium. So Salona is the place we've chosen. Resinum. I kinda hate that it's not showing you the provinces. Come on. Okay, Salona is over here. That's not even a city. Come on. What are you doing, Ricinum? That's also not a city. And Duuntum. Okay, none of these are cities. Okay, let's go with Salona. And then Nonia Super. Okay. Okay, Salaya. Nonia Infernalis. Iasorum. Dominum. Suggestica. Okay, Serminum. Rebellious populace. Position and proposals. Our diplomats have returned from Ivrea early this morning, accompanied by a local leader who is known as Bato Verzaid. It seems that Bato, sensing the inevitability of a Roman victory, flew in his lot with ours early in the Ivrean campaign, becoming a traitor to his own people in order to secure a better position for himself. Admittedly, we relied on the information provided by Bato and his scouts, which proved invaluable. Oh man, he's really good. But now it appears that Bato assumes we are in his debt. After usual pleasantries were discussed over prandium, Bato put forth his idea. He asked that we release Illyria as a tribal vassal, giving him authority to rule in our name. While we have great respect for the Romans, there is much that you do not understand. Delusions. Unfortunately, that hit us hard. Okay, without the pirates. Celebrations. Sure, of course we'll support it. Alright, we now have money. So let us double check Rome, see how it's doing. Oh yeah, Rome could definitely build another thing, but it's gonna drop below. I like the fact that it's collecting more and more stuff. Alright, you can build an aqueduct. We do not. Oh, we do have a free investment here. Nice. So let's go with an extra building slot. And then we're actually gonna, for the first time, I think, go with the population capacity. Sure, import that. Alright. So we have a couple of places that we wanted to develop. Tassus. Alright, that's the island. Did we want to build a city there or something? I'm confused. Poor harvest. Seize grain. Raise the prices. And rapidum. Alright, this one is the capital, so I'm gonna make you into a city. Reading the entrails. On behalf of the pious Lucius Claudius Codex has come to us, indicating that the priests and holy ones involved in tending to the faithful are finding the long hours of observance particularly taxing. 1900 gold. And the omens must be taken. It is your duty, guys. Okay, Rapidum is obvious. The wrong one. I'm interested in to build a city here because, you know, that could be a cool city. Let's actually build a city here. I like that. Alright. What else did we want? Wait, let's see how the roads are doing. Yeah, we finished the roads here. So you guys can build a road like this. Here, then over here. And go through these cities back. You guys can go to Lamia, Delphi, and then over there. What about you? Alright, you're still building. Cool. So that's decent. Now we have 1100 gold. I remember that we were talking about developing this area. So, Zdada is now a city. And a decent one. Let's build a fort there. The Fave of Aruns. Yes, let's get more stability. We have developed you and you. So you could actually put an aqueduct and a better fort. Alright, you could also become a city, because, I mean, you are the capital of the province. So act like it. You can get more salt, and that's all she wrote. Okay, two cities here next to each other. It's actually kind of nice on the coast. Contestania. Man, they're so bad. Let's put Ancus here. He is a terrible martial leader, but at least he has a decent something. And I need to look. I thought there was a choice here somewhere. Can't remember where. Alright, we need this to keep the stability high. It gave you the ability. Oh, wait, you know where it was? It was under decisions. Promote talent. A new character will appear in Rome. Alright, let's see. So, did that do something? Because, I mean, it did something, but it's not really showing us what. That sucks. I was hoping it would show me. Alright, how's the population's doing? Macedonians are now at 1700. So we really need to convert these guys. I should make a point of that. Let's look at the culture. Yeah, this is all Macedonian. So we really need to make, let's make sure that all of these cities are, alright, you guys aren't. We need to do the conversions here, because Macedonia needs to be suppressed. We have a huge amount of Macedonians. Way more, yeah, Punics are down to 812. Cults sanctioned. Nice, alright, so Rome can build another building here. Everyone, I'm thinking the next one. Yeah, let's go with the infrastructure capacity, because just for Rome, that's going to be more than 5 people, maybe 6 pops. But wait, what was I? Yes, I want to look into these. Oh, that's Athens actually, I just realized. Yeah, many of these do not have the proper equipment to deal with these things. You do, you don't. You do. Alright, we'll consider that. Alright, you don't, because we need to start a major conversion stream here. Collapse of the Livonia. Alright. You're fine, you're fine. I'm looking for those that are Macedonian but don't have any conversions going. Minimum. Okay, you're another one. You're another one. Actually, the Hellenic is not an issue. It's really the theater that we need. Alright, and also, these territories, these regions, Macedon and Greece, can be all turned towards conversion. Cultural assimilation. That's going to be a little bit expensive, but it will ensure that everything is going faster. That's giving us a little bit of tyranny, but we are fine and we really need to convert here. I haven't invested into this in a long while because the game has been pretty much at a point where it's... Oh no! Illyria rose up against us. Casamasius, we've received grim news this morning. The perfidious Illyrians have attacked us. Their barbarous hordes are already on the march, vowing to sack any Roman cities they come across. It behooves us to meet them in the field of battle before they have a chance to despoil the countryside. We hope that this conflict ends quickly because the entire region has the potential to ignite if we are not careful. Come on, man. That's not cool. I just chose a mission that basically just hurt me overall. I really hope there's gonna be some kind of development down the line that's gonna make it worth it. Alright, continue with the conversions here, that's the important one. Alright, we really don't need religious conversions. Yeah, these are Macedonian, so even this territory would theoretically benefit from assimilation. Alright, so I'm gonna end the episode here, and in the next one... Oh nice, we get another 2. Yeah, that means the mission is gonna be finished. Alright, triumph over the savage lands. Although there were those who disagreed with Casamasius' decision to send out soldiers into the lands of the Illyria, all are silent in this hour of victory. Truly, how could anyone have doubted Caesar, who has consistently demonstrated brilliance at every turn? Even now, the naysayers, their wagging tongues choked by jealousy, watch silently from the sidelines as a triumphal arch is erected in Rome, an eternal monument to the wisdom of Caesar. All hail to the power of Rome. So, we're gonna finish this one, and in the next one we're gonna choose a new mission. We're gonna subdue Illyria, take it back into the fold, and continue with the development in Rome, we have 2 more. So we'll be able to build more buildings here. We'll be able to... I guess I'm gonna do the same thing, just get more population and another building slot. Because the population itself is now beneficial, because we cannot build aqueducts everywhere, like Rome cannot build more aqueducts, so we need to make sure that the population there is going to grow at least this way. So anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.